Hello everyone. After capturing the moon with Chandrayaan mission, now India is ready with its Gaganyaan mission. What is this Gaganyaan mission and why is it in news now? Let's find out. Before understanding why is the Gaganyaan mission in news, let us understand what is this Gaganyaan mission. Gaganyaan mission, it is the first human space flight mission developed by ISRO. It aims to send Indian astronauts, Gaganauts, into space and bring them back safely. Now here, Gagan means sky and Yan means vehicle to travel into space. What is the objective of Gaganyaan mission? It is to send 3 Indian astronauts into space, place them in low Earth orbit. They will stay in space for about 3 days, bring them back safely by landing in the sea, splashdown. Now, what do you mean by low Earth orbit? What is low Earth orbit? Right, we are going to launch this mission in the low Earth orbit. Talking about the low Earth orbit here. Low Earth orbit is the region of space 160 kilometer to 2000 kilometer above Earth. Gaganyaan will orbit at around 400 kilometers above the Earth. Why is Gaganyaan important to India? It makes India the 4th country to independently send humans into space. It demonstrates advanced space technology. It promotes scientific research in microgravity, boost India's space economy and technological capabilities. Now, which countries have already done this? It is US, it is Russia, it is China, and India is going to be 4th country after this 3rd country to send humans on the space. Now, talking about the low Earth orbit, it is a region from about 160 kilometer to 2000 kilometer above the Earth surface. As we can see here, this is our Earth and this is the inner limit of the low Earth orbit, 160 kilometer, and this is the outer limit of the low Earth orbit. And exactly here we are going to launch our Gaganyaan mission. And this low Earth orbit, it is the closest to the space, right? And it is used for Earth observation, communication, satellite, right? What are the examples? Here we have ISS, this International Space Station is also in the low Earth orbit. The Hubble Space Telescope is also the examples in the low Earth orbit. Now, talking about the components of the Gaganyaan mission, in the Gaganyaan missions, we are going to have a launch vehicle which is going to launch the astronauts into the space. It has a crew module. This is a place where astronauts sit, right? It has seats, it has oxygen, it has food and water. Here we can see, right? And it has communication systems. And we also have a service module. The service module, it is attached behind the crew module, right? And we have a crew escape system. This is used for the emergency purpose. This crew escape system, it is exactly below this crew here. This is, we can see here, this is a crew escape system. These are the components of Gaganyaan mission. Now, how does the mission happen here? Talking about the steps, how is it going to happen? In the first step, what is going to happen? The rocket launches from the Satish Dhawan Space Center, Sri Harikota. Then step 2, astronauts reach 400 kilometer orbit. Then they stay there for 3 days. Crew module separates from the service module. It re-enters Earth atmosphere. Parachutes open. The capsule lands safely in Bay of Bengal. Now, we have understood what is Gaganyaan mission. Let us understand why now it is in news. ISRO has now successfully tested an important component called SOLVE, suborbital launch vehicle for experiments, which will be used in Gaganyaan mission to test the cruise module parachute system. Why is this important now? Before sending astronauts into space, ISRO must make sure they can return safely to Earth. The test checks whether the crew module separates safely from the rocket, the parachutes open properly, the astronauts are able to safely come back into the Earth atmosphere, and safely they are able to land on the sea using parachutes. Now, what is SOLVE? SOLVE is a solid motor based test vehicle. It is not an actual Gaganyaan rocket, it is just for the trial purpose. It is only used to test important systems before the real mission is going to happen. Now, why was SOLVE developed from PSLV? The SOLVE was developed from PSLV because it is already a proven and reliable solid rocket motor, and it reduces development time and cost. Only a few modifications were needed to meet Gaganyaan test requirement. That is why the solve was developed from PSLV. Now, how will the test happen? How is the solve test going to happen? The solve test, it is going to carry a crew module to 10 to 17 kilometer altitude. The crew module separates from the vehicle. 10 parachutes open one after the another. The module slows down. It safely splashes into the sea, just like in a real Gaganyaan mission. What did ISRO say about this test? The ground test was successful. The motor performed as expected. Solve can now be used for future Gaganyaan parachutes. Before this solve test, we also had other tests conducted. Tests such as we had integrated airdrop test. We had Vayamitra, where we sent robot to the space, right, in order to test how are humans going to stay over there for 3 days, right. And we also conducted other tests like crew escape systems, parachute test. Now latest is our solve test, right. This is all about the Gaganyaan mission and about the solve test which was recently taken into place, right. I have given you a prelims and a mains question here, right. I want you to solve this. Which of the following statements about the Gaganyaan mission is correct? It aims to place Indian astronauts in low Earth orbit and safely return them to Earth. It is first mission to land humans on the moon. It is joint mission of ISRO and NASA to build a space station. It is unmanned mission to study asteroids. Mains question, explain the significance of Gaganyaan mission for India's space program. I want you to answer both these questions and comment below. Thank you.